Hey there, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group, where we protect your home ownership. As I try to do all the time, I'm all about educating and giving you information because I feel the more that we know, the better choices that we can make. And I feel like in this particular industry, there's so much information. And there's so many things that people don't know. So I just try to provide little snippets of information as we go along to try to help you understand the process a little better, maybe answer some questions that you have. So hopefully I can give you some information that'll change things or make things a little bit easier for you to understand. So I really appreciate you taking the time to tune in. It's very important for me to get information to you that helps you. And so if we talk about something that you find valuable, please hit that share button and share with the people that you know. I really appreciate it. Good morning, Darlene. Hey there, Robbie. How are you? Good morning, Phil. Hey there, Kim. How are you today? So today I wanted to talk about the question that someone came and asked me recently. Somebody who knows me really well and understands that I own a title company and that I try to do a lot of education. But she said to me, hey, tell me why it matters that I choose my title company as opposed to someone else choosing, because I don't really understand that. And if I can understand that better, then I can help other people understand it as well. And so, yeah, I love the questions that you guys have. And so if you have questions about things, reach out and let me know, because it helps me tailor things we talk about to things that'll help you. So today I wanted to talk for just a second about why that really matters, because, you know, you're going through the process, you're working with a realtor, you're working with a mortgage lender, you've done your research to hire those professionals. And so a lot of people think that what we do is all about the actual closing, sitting at the table. Does it go smoothly? Is everything pulled together right? Does it matter how all those pieces are pulled together? Does it matter how well it's pulled together for you? Does the timing right? Is there any problems? And although those pieces are really, really important because it makes that process smoother for you, the bigger picture and the reason it really matters that you choose and that you understand who's doing your closing is because when everybody walks away from that closing table and moves on with their life, the title company is the one that protects your ownership in that property. And I'm not talking about the home ownership, the home protection in case there's a fire or an emergency with the home or damage. I'm talking about the ownership. And we never think about, wow, what happens if there's a problem with the ownership after I walk away from the closing table? Now, think about this. You know, problems with your ownership could happen next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. The protection that a title company gives you protects you for things that happen before you own the property, and it covers you for as long as you own the property. So just like other types of insurances, it's an actual insurance, but the title company that's doing the closing has to do research, cure any problems that could arise, and make sure that your home ownership is exactly what you expect it to be. That the home that you're purchasing is the home that you actually think you own, the property that the home sits on, all of it that you can see and that you understand to be yours is yours, and that no one else can walk on it, travel on it, make a driveway on it, do any of those things to that property without your consent. And so we're guaranteeing that that happens, and we give you an insurance policy to guarantee that. But that insurance policy is only as good as that company that's doing the work for you. And so it's very, very important to make sure not only that you understand about that company, that you also understand about their track record. So not only has somebody been around for a long time, but what is the, get some references, talk to people that have done closings with them to make sure that they haven't had claims and haven't had things that affected somebody's ownership that wasn't taken care of. Now, things arise, just like in any situation. There may be times that things come up, but how those things are taken care of and how your protection is covered after that closing is why it's so very important that you understand not only who's doing the closing, but what their what their ability is to make sure things are taken care of properly for you. Because when you walk away from that closing table, your realtor, although they may be around for a long time, maybe they're not. And even if they are available and something arises and you call them, they aren't going to be able to help you fix it. They may be able to get you in the right direction, but they're not going to actually help you fix the problem because they don't have that capability. That's what a title company does. And a title company is only as good as the work that they do to make sure that your property is protected. So you may have a title insurance policy that protects you, but what were all the problems taken care of before you actually sat down at that table to make sure that there aren't any problems that happened that were already available? You know, a lot of times people will say to me, well, I have title insurance, so I'm all covered. Well, if there was a problem before the closing and it wasn't properly taken care of, yes, your title insurance may take care of it, but do you want to have to go through that struggle to get that taken care of? Think about it this way. If you have a homeowner's insurance policy and you know there's an electrical issue with that home you're purchasing and you say, well, it doesn't matter, I have a homeowner's insurance, so if the house burns down, I'm protected. Do you want to have to deal with that? No, you want to take care of that electrical problem beforehand to make sure that you don't have to deal with that insurance. That insurance is there in case of emergency, not to fix something that you know going in. And so there are some title companies, as with everything else, they aren't all created equal, that fix problems as best as they can, but say, well, they're going to have a title insurance policy, so they'll have a coverage if it ever comes up. No, we make sure that anything we know about is resolved completely. Otherwise, you're not going to take ownership of that property because we can't guarantee it for you. And that's what the bigger part of knowing your title company is all about. So closing is very important. Of course, we all want that to go smoothly, to be all wrapped up nice and neatly, and everything to happen in a very simple process. And we do that. But the bigger piece that title companies bring to the table, the ones that are good, that have a great track record for protecting people, is we protect that home ownership. And even if that title company is not around, making sure that they did their job beforehand, so your policy will cover you. So hopefully that helps you a little bit understand, but you as a buyer have the right to choose who does your closing. Know that, understand that. If you don't understand it, let somebody know in the process that you need help understanding that better, because you have the right to make that choice who does your closing. So hopefully I helped you understand that process a little bit better. As I said, if you have questions, reach out and let me know. I love to help you answer those questions. And if I don't know the answers, which happens, I don't know everything about real estate and title insurance and mortgages, but I do know a lot of really good professionals that can help us get those answers for you if that's a case that I don't. So I like to come to you a couple times a week giving you some tidbits. If you have questions, let me know. I love to talk about those things because if you have those questions, that means somebody else is having them as well. If you found what we talked about valuable, please hit that share button and share with other people. And I really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group, where we do protect your home ownership. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.